All right. Shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I want to say call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakal Kwitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, and I want to get into some news today. All right, the first one I want to get into is this article right here. All right, tourist hotspot rocked, all right, by strongest earthquake in 60 years, man. All right, all over the earth, man, there's many earthquakes, man. Many earthquakes. All right, because we living in those times, man. The times of the end. The time of what end? The time of Esau's end. And for Yahweh Shai, all right, to crack that sky and raise up the nation of Israel to be kings, rulers, and gods on this planet Earth once again, man. Right? Because these are the signs of the times, man. All right, earthquakes in diverse places, man. Is that not what Yahweh Shai said? All right, to the disciples when they asked them, what shall be the time of the end? All right, let's start off with that, man. All right, I already got it right here. All right, let's get it. All right, yeah, Matthew 24, and I start at 1. All right, I start at 1. All right, Matthew 24 and 1, it says, and Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Yeah, and he was talking about the time of 70 AD when the Romans ransacked Jerusalem and all that, man. Right, the temple and all that. All right, it says, and he sat, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? The end of what world? The end of Esau's world. All right, because after Esau's world, whose world is going to come? The world of Israel, all right, which is really Yahweh Shai's world, which is ultimately the kingdom of Israel. All right, and he's going to share his throne with the elect, the 144,000. All right, we're going to rule with Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. All right, so let's read part 3 again. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? All right, again, at the end of what world? The end of Esau's world. After Esau's world is going to be Yahweh Shai's world. All right, the world of the nation of Israel. All right, matter of fact, let's get that before I continue. All right, let's get that. I think that's Esdras 6, second Ezra 6. All right, let's get that real quick. All right, yeah, all right, it says right here, all right, second Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world. Yeah, the end of this world, because that's who's ruling right now, Esau. All right, he's the end of the world. After he comes down from the rulership of this planet Earth, which is what Yahweh Shai is getting ready to do when he cracks that sky, because it tells you that in what? Isaiah 63. That's what Yahweh Shai is coming back to do, to take Esau down from the rulership of this planet Earth. But after his world comes, Jacob's world is going to come. All right, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah. So after Esau world's end, all right, we follow up next. All right, we got next. All right, Jacob got next. Yahweh Shai got next. This is really his kingdom. All right, it's his world. He's going to rule, and he's going to share his throne with us. Lord willing, I'm part of that number. All right, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah. All right, this is the last captivity, you know? All right, so let's go back into Matthew 24. All right, let's read verse 3 one more time. It says, Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? All right, yeah, so they asked him the signs of the times, man. All right, and this is what Yahushua said, all right? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. That's right. Because only the 2/3 and the rest of the people, all right, are going to be deceived. The elect is not going to be deceived. It's going to be impossible for the elect to be deceived. That's why they are the elect. All right, the elect has taken hold upon the 100% truth and did not let it go, man. You understand? It even tells you, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect, but it's not possible. That's why the elect is the elect. All right, and I see, as soon as I look down at the clock, all right, the time, it says 11:44, 1:44. All right, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. All right. So it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Yeah, because you got people claiming to be Hamashiach, man. To be the Messiah, man. Bugged out niggas, man. All right. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And every single day, if you're paying attention to what's going on, if you don't live under a rock, you hear rumors of World War III every single day. Why? Because we're in that time. That's one of the signs of the times. World War III is biblical prophecy, man. It's already written. There's nothing you could do about it, man. It's going to happen because it's prophecy. It's already written, man. So whether you like it or not, believe it or not, it's going to happen. It's going to come to pass, man. All right. World War III is inevitable. You understand? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And you hear that every single day, man. All right. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Yeah, it's still not yet for Yahushua to crack that sky. Because still, before the nuclear destruction comes, there's another prophecy that still has to come. All right. The mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. All right, the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. And once that is ushered out and made mandatory, all right, to the point where they they make it mandatory under the punishment of death, all right, which the elect is going to die instead of taking the MOTB, the mark of the beast. All right, but soon as the mark of the beast is made mandatory, there's not going to be that much time left. All right, those nuclear missiles are going to fly. All right, right after the mark of the beast is made mandatory, all right, it's not going to be that much time left. Those nuclear missiles are going to fly, man. All right after that, because that's the last major prophecy that we're waiting on before the nuclear destruction. And Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. Lord willing, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Ratizah. All right, I am written down in the book of life. All right. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Yeah, if you don't live under a rock, man. All right, if you don't live under a rock, you know what's going on in the Middle East, man. All right, the prophecy of World War III is coming to pass. What prophecy is happening right now? All right, the Lord gathering all the nations in the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. All right, Joel, the 3rd chapter is happening right now. All right, Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter is happening right now. The Lord is bringing all the nations together. He's gathering all the nations together to gear up for World War III so they could destroy themselves. He's doing that for the nation of Israel, you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, for all that they have done to us throughout the course of history. All right? We can't wait for the Lord to destroy the. Ooh, that's going to be a beautiful thing. I can't wait for that. All right. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. I'm part of the elect, man. I get to see that destruction. That's going to be a. Ooh. All right. It says, for nation shall rise against nation. All right. Because, things are escalating, man. Tensions are escalating quickly, man. Because it's that time, man. All right. For nation shall rise against nation. This is the point right here. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these things are happening all at the same time right now as we speak. We're living in this time now, man. This is the time we're living in now. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. All right. The earthquakes and all this is happening all at the same time right now, bro. We're living in beautiful times, serious times, bro. We're literally living in a time of prophecy where all this is happening before our eyes. You understand? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. This is happening right now. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And if you pay attention, bro, there's many earthquakes that are happening right now, and not even all of them are being reported, man. All right, there's hundreds of earthquakes that happen daily, man. Matter of fact, I got this right here. All right, this is earthquake tracker, earthquaketrack.com. Let me refresh the page real quick. All right, it says today's earthquakes. All right, 127 earthquakes in the past 24 hours. All right, 936 earthquakes in the past 7 days. 4,000, all right, 162 earthquakes in the past 30 days. And within the past year, you got 51,000, all right, 397 earthquakes, man. You understand? Today, 6.3 magnitude earthquake near Larangau, all right, Manus and Papua New Guinea, all right. And I got the article right here, all right. Tourist hotspot rocked by strongest earthquake in 60 years. Come on, man. It just so happens to have an earthquake in 60 years. Let's continue to read, man. All right, it says Gran Canaria, all right, one of Spain's Canary Islands and a go-to holiday spot for Britons, all right, or Britons, all right, was shaken by its largest earthquake in 60 years, all right. The minute-long tremors at 7:20 p.m. local time were initially recorded as high as a 4.2 magnitude quake, according to Spain's National Geographic Institute. But officials revised the figure later that evening to 3.8, meaning the quake was likely felt and strong enough to cause minor damage. All right, the tremor, all right, hit a shallow depth of 20.5 kilometers beneath the epicenter near Las Palmas, all right, de Gran Canaria, all right, the island's capital, all right, and home to some 380,000 people, the Canary News reported. All right, locals in 14 of the islands, 14 municipalities akin to counties, all right, felt the tremor. All right, it says Itaheza, all right, Dominguez, director of the Canary Islands, all right, of the National Geographic Institute, said it was one of the largest earthquakes to tear through the island, all right, in 6 decades, man. 6 decades, man, right here. Boom. Boom. All right, locals compared the rumbling, all right, from the quake to thunder, with dishes rattling, all right, windows creaking, and light fixtures swaying. All right. So let's also read. I got 2nd Ezra's 9 right here. All right, 2nd Ezra's 9:1. I start at verse 1. 2nd Ezra's 9:1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself." Yeah, you got to measure the times. You got to know what times you living in, man. You have to watch and pray. And that's what a prophet does. He watches. Because another name for a prophet is a watcher, a seer. They watch for what's going on. Because what the watchers do, they during they hung upon the high tower. Because the ones the watchers that hang up on the tower, they can see things coming first because they're at a higher level, so they can see farther. All right, and that's how prophets are today. They see what's coming first. We know what's coming first because of the prophecies that's written, and we prophesy of them, man. All right, we're telling you what's about to happen before it happens. 2 Ezra 9:1. All right. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And you people are out here walking around aimlessly, man. Y'all people don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening around you, man. You're too busy stuck in your phones, paying attention to TV shows and sports. That's all y'all do. All right, music, Drake and Kendrick beef, Kendrick at the Super Bowl. You people are distracted by madness, the election, the debate and all of that. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, and we're seeing all the signs pass right now. So the Lord is telling Ezra, when thou shalt see the signs pass, which I have told thee before, you're going to know that it's me visiting the earth. And we see the Lord visiting the earth right now, man. It started at verse 1 again. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Yep. And we see the Lord visiting the earth right now, man. All right. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and that's exactly what you see happening right now. We just told you, all right, 127 earthquakes within the past 24 hours, all right. But let's keep going. It says, when thou shalt see earthquakes, all right, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, we're living in those times. Or there's uproars in almost every country. You got the uproars in Israel. Because now the Orthodox so-called Jews got to go to war now. You got the uproars in Bangladesh. You got the uproars in the UK, uproars here in America. Coups and all of that. Civil war happening. We're living in those times, man. All right, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, because the Lord declared the end from the beginning. All right, before the Lord started his story, he already knew how his story wanted to go. What's happening right now, the Lord planned it before he even started the story, before he even created Yahweh Shai. Because Yahweh Shai was the very first thing that the Lord created. Even before he created Yahweh Shai, the Messiah, he already knew how he wanted it to go. The Lord spake of it from the beginning. The Lord declared the end from the beginning, man. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Ooh, yeah, the end is manifest. Can't you see it? Can't you see it? If you can't see that the end is here, that it is manifest. Woo. All right, for like all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Yeah, it's right here. It has manifested, man. The prophets manifested. They spoke it into existence. Because the prophecies can't come to pass unless they're prophesied. Duh. You got to speak the prophecies so they can come to pass. And I forgot what scripture is that. That's also in the scriptures. You know? For like all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, in wonders, in powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. Yeah. And you see all that happening now, man. All right. Now let's get into this other article. All right, I have here. All right. It says World War III panic as NATO scrambles F-16 fighter jets after Russia violates airspace. Woo. All right. So it says NATO member Romania scrambled F-16 fighter jets after claims of Russian airspace violations during drone attacks on Ukraine over the weekend. All right. Romania's Ministry of National Defense reported a Russian drone entering its territory on Sunday morning. All right. Amid Moscow's alleged strikes on civilian targets and port infrastructures in Ukraine across the Danube River. All right. The Romanian Defense Ministry deployed F-16 fighter jets to monitor its airspace, keeping NATO informed as events unfold. Residents in two Romanian regions near the Danube and Ukraine border received text alerts about the situation. An impact zone is suspected to have been created by the drones in an uninhabited area near the Romanian village of Periprava. All right, with a full investigation now underway by the Defense Ministry. All right, let's keep reading. It says, this incident occurred just hours after a Russian drone reportedly crashed in Latvia close to Rezekne, all right, or Rezek, all right, on Saturday. Latvia's defense minister, Andris Sprudz, suggested, all right, the drone likely originated from Belarus, all right, a key ally of Russia, all right, in the region, all right. Yeah, it's right above Ukraine, I think. All right, following these airspace breaches, Romania has called on Russia to cease actions that escalate tensions amidst growing fears of World War III, all right? And World War III is going to happen. It is going to happen, all right? Because it's biblical prophecy. It's already written. So again, it's already written. So whether you like it or not, all right, believe it or not, it's going to happen. All right, it's going to happen because it's already written. It's prophecy. It's inevitable. There's nothing you can do about it. World War III is biblical prophecy. All right, and America is going to be destroyed and wiped off the face of this earth by nuclear fire. All right, from New York to California, America is going to be destroyed and wiped off the face of this earth. It's going to become a complete desert. All right, a wasteland. Because America is the most vile, profane, abominable empire to exist all throughout the history of history, man. All right, the Lord hates America with a great passionate hatred, and his will is to destroy it off the face of this earth. All right, and Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Ratazah, I am written down in the book of life. All right. Matter of fact, let's get the World War III scriptures, man. All right, let's get it. I ain't gonna get too many. I'm gonna just get a few. All right, let's get it, man. All right, what's that? Revelation. I start at Revelation 9. All right, because when you read Revelation 9, all right, from the first verse, all right, all the way down to the 11th verse is talking about World War I. All right, and then it goes into the nuclear missiles that are going to be shot off in World War III. All right, 200 million missiles are going to be shot off in World War III. All right, but like I was saying, when you read Revelation 9, it's talking about World War I from verse 1 all the way to verse 11. So that's why when you read verse 12, it says, one woe is past. The word woe means destruction. All right, that one woe that has passed is talking about World War I. It says, one woe is past, and behold, There come two woes more after, all right? World War II and World War III, all right? But when you go to chapter 11, all right, the 14th verse, it says the second woe is past, meaning the Second World War. All right, the Second World War is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Woo! And it's right here. It's already here. You damn right it came quickly. Because it really wasn't that much time from World War II to World War III. We're already here. All right? It only took about 100 years, give or take, 100 years for all three wars to come to pass. All right? Verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Yeah, that third woe coming quickly. It's already here. We ain't got to wait too much longer. All right? So matter of fact, now let's get, what's that? Zephaniah? Let's get Zephaniah. Woo! Let's get Zephaniah, all right? The 3rd chapter. I think it's the 8th verse. All right? Yeah, Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, all right, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations. Woo! And that's what the Lord is doing right now. Gathering the nations. What is he gathering them to do? All right? To bring World War III. This is the Lord's will. He said, for my determination is to gather the nations. That's the Lord's will. That's what the Lord is determined to do, to gather the nations. That's what the Lord wants. He wants them to destroy themselves. All right? He's doing that for the nation of Israel. When I say the nation of Israel, I'm talking about you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. You are the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. All right? He's pleading for our cause, man. For everything that they have done to us throughout the course of history, because every nation has destroyed us and kept us at the bottom. Destroyed us, all right, to a point of no return. Only the elect has returned, man. Because that's the power of the Lord. The Lord has raised up the elect, the tabernacle of David. Like he says in Amos, the 9th chapter, for I will raise up the tabernacle of David that has fallen. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms. And that's what the Lord is doing right now. He's assembling all the nations and the kingdoms of the earth. All right. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation. And the word indignation means anger, righteous anger. The Lord is getting ready to pour his righteous anger on these nations. How is he going to do that? By World War III. The nuclear missiles. The nuclear missiles that are going to hit in World War III, that's the Lord's anger. All right? One nuclear missile, that's just only 1 megaton. A nuclear missile that is only 1 megaton, all right, burns 3 or 4 times hotter than the core of the sun, and that's only a 1 megaton nuclear missile. The largest nuclear missile that was ever detonated on this earth was the Tsar Bomba that came from Russia, and that was 50 megatons. Only 1 megaton is 3 or 4 times hotter than the core of the sun. So imagine 50 megatons. And that was back in the 60s. So imagine the nuclear missiles now. 100 megatons. 150, 200 megatons. All right? For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. Woo! All right? And the same thing you could read about in what? Joel, the 3rd chapter, starting at the 1st verse. All right? No matter of fact, I'll start at the 2nd verse. It says, I will also gather all nations, like we just read in Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter. All right? These two scriptures go hand in hand. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. The valley of Jehoshaphat is talking about the Middle East. All right, that's where World War III is going to start. All right, it even tells you that in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, when Ezra said, "Behold, a horrible vision coming from the east," talking about the east side of the world, the Middle East. All right, the old world. All right, I will also gather all nations. I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yeah, Jehoshaphat in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shaphat. Yahweh, the Heavenly Father's name, Shaphat, meaning judgment. Yahweh's judgment. Yahweh's decision. What is the Lord's judgment? To destroy these nations in World War III. To devour them with the fire of his jealousy. I will also gather all nations. I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. Yes, so the Lord is bringing them together just so they could destroy themselves. He's doing that for us because they had destroyed us as a people. All the times they had us in slavery, all the mental destruction, all types of destroyed us in all types of ways. Look at us as a people. Because it tells you that in Psalms the 83rd chapter that all these countries, all these nations come together. All right, so that the name of Israel could be no more. The name of you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans can be no more. All these nations had their hand in the cookie jar when it comes to our slavery and our destruction. But you simple ass Negroes, all right, you coon niggas and you coon spicks, you Native Americans too, all right, you want to love these nations. All right, I will also gather all nations. I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel. You see, he's doing that for us, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Yeah, because the Holy Land is parted right now. All right, between the Palestinians, all right, and the so-called Jewish people over there. That land belongs to neither of them. That land belongs to the Negro, Latino, Native American men, the true Israelites. And that's why there's war in that land, because they're not supposed to be in that land. All right, it says, whom they have scattered among the nations. Yeah, because that's how we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, through slavery. All right, we're literally on the other side of the earth. We're nowhere near our homeland, the Holy Land, the land of Israel. All right. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot. All right. Excuse me. It says, and they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot. Yep. And sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yeah. Slavery. All right. Let me get one more scripture. All right, one more scripture. I was going to leave it at that, but Malachi. All right, this, I think, the other one in Isaiah too. I think it's Isaiah. All right, but when you read Isaiah 13, all right, Isaiah 14, I think it's also Isaiah 34. All right, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51. All right, Revelation 18. All that is talking about Babylon being destroyed. Babylon as in America. All right. All those chapters that I just named, Isaiah 13, Isaiah 14, Isaiah 34, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51. All right. Revelation 18 is all talking about America being destroyed. All right. By nuclear fire. You understand? Let me get Malachi. Let's get the book of Malachi. All right, I think it's the 4th chapter. All right. Malachi 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven." Yeah, there's going to be a day that's going to burn like an oven. All right. And that's the day that those nuclear missiles hit. All right. "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud," all right, all you proud niggas, all right, 2/3 of you, you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, and you Edomites, you're the most proud. All right, you Edomites, you so-called white people, you're the most proudest people on this earth right now. You walk around like nothing can happen to America. You bet your bottom dollar America's going to be destroyed. Like America can't get touched. All right. "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Whoo. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, save the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." Ooh, you're going to get plucked up from the root. America's going to get plucked up from the roots. All right? Because when something is plucked up from the roots, it doesn't grow back. Because you can have a bush, right? You cut the branches off, the branches go back. But when something is plucked up from the root, it don't grow back. America's going to be plucked up from the roots. You understand? All right, so I'll just leave it at that. Let me go back to this article real quick. It says, "Following these airspace breaches, Romania has called on Russia to cease actions that escalate tensions, all right, amidst growing fears of World War III." And it's going to happen. All right, you hear talks about World War III every day. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's already written. There's nothing you can do about it. All right. It says, "Just last week, a prominent Russian propagandist known as Vladimir Putin's Iron Dog cautioned that Ukraine's invasion of Kursk, all right, could ignite a nuclear war, all right? And Russia's going to be the main ones to pop it off, because when you read Ezekiel 38, all right, it's talking about Russia destroying America, all right, Israel, all right, it says they shall think that evil thought. The Lord is going to put that evil thought in them. What's that evil thought? They hit that red button. Boom. Now the nuclear missiles is flying. All right. It says, "Just last week, a prominent Russian propagandist known as Vladimir Putin's Iron Dog cautioned that Ukraine's invasion of Kursk could ignite a nuclear war," and it's going to. All right. Nuclear war is coming. All right. Olga, all right, says, Skabeyeva, all right, a leading voice in support of Putin on Russian state television, hinted that Russia was ready to launch nuclear strikes in the incursion if the incursion persisted. All right. However, it's not just Russia that's fueling global tensions. All right. So, global tensions are crazy, bro. All right. And it's the Lord that's doing this. This is the Lord's doing. This is what the Lord wants. What did we just read in Joel? What did we read in Zephaniah? "For my determination is to gather the nations and to assemble the kingdoms." All right? Come on, man. So I'll just leave it at that, man. All right? Just want to let y'all know what's going on. I brought you 2 news articles. All right? The earthquake, and then, this right here. All right? World War III panic as NATO scrambles, all right? F-16 fighter jets after Russia violates airspace, man. Yeah. All right. So I want to say, call Halalyam Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakal Kwitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. All right. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect that's scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right. So with that being said, until the next one, shalom.